Hey guys, okay, yesterday on Monday you started a new prompt. So hopefully, if you're the paper pencil version, you actually marked this part out like we always do in class. If you're the online version, either you A, printed it off, which is fine, or B, you just mentally cross this off. But what I'm supposed to write about is write about why it is or is not important to behave politely in public places. Now I have to choose one of those in this prompt, okay? So for me, I'm going to choose that it's important. It is important. So yesterday, you should have come up with a plan. You should have brainstormed it in your head what your thoughts were. Today, I'm going to kind of walk you through the actual writing process. Remember, you are turning this in on the Google form if you're online. Your plan, your draft, your revise and edit is all done on paper, but what you turn into me is your final copy on the Google form tomorrow. If you're paper, guys, you're just turning in whatever you wrote to me when your mom and dad turns it in, okay? So let's look at my introduction. Here's my introduction. My grandmother's favorite quote was, "Fools' names are like fools' faces, always seen in public places." Notice I didn't put my ears here. Let me fix that. As a kid, I often wondered what she meant. I know now that she was talking about how I should act in public. Now, if I wanted to do a simpler introduction, I could say something like, I think it is important to act politely in public. That would be perfectly acceptable, okay? But this is my introduction. If you need to pause me and rewrite your introduction, that's fine. Now I'm going to go on with my first point that I want to make. Why I believe that. So, you could start off with one reason why. That's fine. Remember when we looked at those kids that were getting 2s and 3s, they had transitions, okay? So my transition is, I believe that how we act when we are away from our parents reflects back on how they raised us. I don't know about you, but I would have never wanted my grandmother to have been told that I had been acting up somewhere. I know that people might judge her based on my behavior. I know that people might, I know that people might, and I want to change that to be judging her based on my behavior. Always made me want to act right. Okay. So there I'm trying to explain I didn't want my grandmother to be judged on how she raised me based on how I was acting. Right. My next one is, in addition to how it might reflect on my family, I think it's always important to treat people with respect. If I'm not being polite and respectful, then I'm not showing the values that my parents taught me. That's my next point. Okay. Now I have to come up with a conclusion. And my conclusion is, let me move this where you can see it. These are just a few reasons that I think you should always be on your best behavior in public places. Okay. So you go ahead, write yours, and get it turned back into me, and we will we will see you tomorrow. Bye.